Part 36. The heroine who wears fast is really a boss. Author, Ruo Shui 1111. Chapter 351. Yuan Lily was dumbfounded. Only now did she realize that Chu Le was not easy to cheat. On the contrary, he is also very shrewd and cunning. Indeed, didn't you just keep asking for 30,000 yuan from him? If that's not blackmail, what is it? Why is this man so scary? He even recorded it? Chu Le laughed. From the moment you showed up at the coffee shop in the morning, I knew you couldn't win. From the time you accepted my money, I knew you were a complete loser. Let me tell you, I chose the location of the coffee shop specially. Facing the camera, it was clearly captured. You didn't show any reluctance at that time. Instead, you thought I didn't give enough, so you took the money and asked for gifts. In the end, you enjoyed a cup of coffee, didn't you? If you think this you can sue for rape and win, just do whatever you want. Yuan Lily was so angry that she almost had a heart attack. You can obviously manipulate me, but you just pretended to talk to me. In fact, you were deliberately tempting me to ask for money from you, right? The more she thought about it, the more terrifying she felt. She didn't plan to ask for money, she just wanted to date him. A person like you needs me to seduce you. Even if you want to date me, it's all for my money. I've already expected you to ask for money. So, stop pretending. Why are you acting so noble? Chu Le, you've gone too far. Excessive? Humph, the toad wants to eat swan meat. It's never the swan that goes too far. When you have nothing to do, you can either buy more ancient books to learn about women's virtues, or buy a mirror to take a closer look at your appearance. Who would be blind enough to look at you? As a woman, you don't abide by women's ways and women's virtues. In ancient times, you had to dip the pig cage. You are like this, and you still want to be my girlfriend? You are not worthy of me. Let me tell you, I never use second-hand ones. I was unlucky last night, and I admit it. I'm afraid you don't know, but I took a bath with grapefruit leaves for 2 hours today, and I still feel bad. Ridiculous, you have no self-awareness at all. Chu Le showed his meanness and spoke too venomously. Yuan Lily was furious. This is the first time in my life that someone has pointed my nose at me and scolded me like this. The key point is that this scolding came from a man she admired, the boyfriend of the woman she was most jealous of. It's so unbearable. Chu Le, you will regret it. I regret being clinging to you. I'm warning you last, take the 3,000 and the bracelet I gave you, and stay away. It's not your first time, you've already made a fortune at this price. You just have some fun yourself. For someone like you, the most you can get in a shampoo shop is 50 yuan. I'm already generous enough to give you 100 times more. You should be content. If you dare to act rashly, I will take the recording and sue you for framing me while I was drunk, plotting against me, and blackmailing me. It won't have any impact on me at that time, but you know my family's status in the city. When the time comes, I will let you go to jail. After Chu Le rolled up his sleeves and left, Yuan Lily was furious and at a loss. So, in the end, her half-day daydreaming was in vain? No one got it, and money was spent. Although she had made a profit after all, why was she so aggrieved? Not willing to give in. She is so unwilling. After she thought about it, she rushed to the bathroom and started picking her throat. After a lot of effort, she finally vomited, but she didn't know whether the pill had come out or not. She couldn't help but pray to heaven, hoping that the medicine hadn't taken effect yet, hoping that God would let her get pregnant in one shot, and that would be fine. If she has this destiny, let's see how she handles Chu Le when the time comes. After leaving the tea house, Yuan Lily was stopped by the owner. Chu Le, that beast, didn't even pay the bill. He even took away a pack of cigarettes and 3 snacks. She had another heart attack. The box fee of 50 yuan plus other things is 100 yuan, and it's just gone. Yuan Lily was so angry that her chest hurt. She didn't hook up with the man, so she was reluctant to take a taxi. She could only step on her stilettos and walk to the photo studio step by step. After walking for 20 minutes to the place the photos that were urgently developed came out. Only less than 10 of the 36 photos were developed, and the rest were all exposed by her unintentionally. Angry. But what's even more annoying is that because she doesn't know how to play around and no one is watching the camera, except for the 2 photos of Chu Le sleeping on the bed, none of the photos taken shows their faces, and none of them has conclusive evidence. Photos that prove they were having an affair. She has no evidence, how can she accuse Chu Le? Yuan Lily stamped her feet on the spot, shaking with anger. Why is God also on Chu Le's side? She went to the mall again and wanted to sell the mobile phone she just bought. However, the mobile phone I bought for 1,500 this morning, the other party said that if I recycle it, I would only pay 800. It's only been a few hours. Just half the price? Yuan Lily started to argue. I will add you 200 more at most. 1,000 yuan. Sister, we originally made a profit from the price difference. Did we agree when we sold it to you that the second-hand mobile phone will not be returned or exchanged? If you feel distressed, you don't have to sell it. Yuan Lily took the phone to someone else's house, but the maximum recycling price was only 1,000. She was told that although the outer shell of the machine was new, the inside was already assembled and was worthless. It's because she doesn't know how to do it. How could she be willing to lose 500 in one fell swoop? Not for sale. Unlike the endless exertion in the morning, at this moment, Yuan Lily felt exhausted and sat on the street. The more she thought about it, the angrier she became. She had already taken off the tags on some of the clothes she bought in the morning, and one of them was already on her body. I can't retreat now even if I want to. The 3,000 that Chu Le gave her now only has more than 600 left. She is poor again. I thought that after climbing up to Chuli, I would have no worries about food and clothing. Now we are back to before liberation. What a fuss. Looking at the shining silver platinum bracelet on my wrist, should I sell it? But she really couldn't bear it. Yuan Lily became more and more anxious. Summer vacation is coming soon. By then, it would be difficult for her to see Chu Le. She didn't want to go home during the summer vacation. Things were still going on at home with the Chi family and the Chen family. She heard that there was a big quarrel every 3 days and a big quarrel every 5 days. She felt numb just thinking about it. The family also said that Qi Ji and Xiao Hua are going to have a wedding next month. When she goes home, will she be laughed at? In short, she will not go home until she becomes famous. Money, money, where does it come from? The family still owes Chen Jun's family a sum of money that they still haven't paid, and her tuition for the next semester hasn't been paid yet. What should I do? The summer vacation lasted for more than 2 months. Even if the school allowed her to live there and save a lot of rent, she really didn't want to work a temporary job. It's really annoying to find a place to intern and make no money. No. She has to find a way. Yuan Lily thought about it and felt that her future still lies with Chu Le. She can't give up. No way. Yuan Lily went back to school in despair. As she was walking, she was blocked by a person. She was about to curse, but when she looked up, she was stunned for a second and could only laugh. Lily, I blocked you. The person blocking the road in front of him was Chen Jun, whom he hadn't seen for almost 2 weeks. He actually came to the city. I didn't expect that after not seeing each other for a few days, you would change the situation for another. Chen Jun stared at the platinum bracelet on Yuan Lily's wrist and the mobile phone in her hand. The heroine who wears fast is really a boss. Author, Ruo Shui 1111. Chapter 352. Yuan Lily's heart skipped a beat when she saw Chen Jun. Earlier, in order to match up Chen Jun and Fang Wen, she received a matchmaker red envelope of 8,800 yuan from the Chen family. In addition, the Chen family's fish pond and 2 pieces of land were given to her and Chi's families free of charge. Later, Chen Jun's marriage failed, so he naturally had to come to collect the money. As the main instigator of the fight, Chen Jun also paid a large sum of medical expenses in addition to a fine. The Chen family lost a lot of money, and the money given to the Yuan family earlier became important. However, the Yuan family also lost a lot of money on the marriage and had no money to pay back. After Yuan Lily left, the Yuan family had no choice but to hold on. So far, not a penny of that money has been paid back. "Why are you in the city?" Yuan Lily was a little panicked. "Why can't I come?" Chen Jun gritted his teeth. "If I hadn't come, I would never have imagined that you had such a good life in the city. Bracelets, mobile phones, new clothes, this outfit is much better than Fang Wen. It's simply breathtaking." Chen Jun had to leave the village. Because of that fight, the whole village shunned him. He was even reviled by everyone. His parents were disgraced, and he was even more embarrassed. He couldn't stay any longer. And because he was detained for half a month, even his work unit in town knew about his violent tendencies and criminal record, so he was fired. He couldn't stay in town anymore. After much thought, he decided to come to the city where Yuan Lily went to school. He had to work to earn money while urging Yuan Lily to pay back the money. In addition, he was also thinking about Fang Wen. That girl is so good. Although they only met for 2 days, Fang Wen was very kind to him and always smiled at him. He felt that even if Fang Wen didn't like him, she definitely had a good impression. So he still wanted to try. What if? If it works, he can return home in glory. Based on the above reasons, he came. Today is Saturday and there are no students in class. Maybe he can talk to Yuan Lily first. An hour ago, he took the phone number given by his cousin Qi Ji and called Yuan Lily in the dormitory. I don't know if it was Su Bai or Dai Yu who answered the phone. When I heard that it was Yuan Lily, there was a cold scoff and another man, and then he said coldly to the phone, "Not here." "Another guy? Are there many men in Yuan Lily?" Chen Jun called again, and the person on the other end became even more impatient. "Deaf? You said, Yuan Lily is out? She went on a date a long time ago. Don't call again." Chen Jun was confused. Girl Su and Bai look quite gentle. When did they become so aggressive? He only asked one question, so what? Besides, the girls don't have a good relationship. Why so fierce? Why do you seem to have a strong opinion against Yuan Lily? But, a date? Yuan Lily and who? Didn't she just break up with her cousin? Is this the case again? Chen Jun was a little angry. That woman was just vain and snobbish, but she was also arrogant and rude. She beat her cousin's children for no reason and squandered her cousin's betrothal gift money. She hadn't even settled the account with her yet. It's obvious that she is a licentious woman, yet she still spreads rumors about her cousin and Ziahua. He wanted to see who she was looking for. Chen Jun called again. He was quite hoping that Fang Wen would pick him up this time, but who knew that he didn't get through at all this time. There was a continuous busy tone on the other end of the phone. Apparently the phone was put straight up. He had no choice but to wait at the school gate. He also thought that if he was lucky, he might be able to catch Yuan Lily and his new sweetheart showing up, so as to vent his anger on his cousin. Finally, he waited for Yuan Lily. A brand new Yuan Lily. He was furious. This woman, does she look like she has no money? It's obviously very moisturizing. Yuan Lily secretly cursed her bad luck. fearing that she would not be able to keep the little treasure she had left, so she waved her hands repeatedly. Misunderstanding, misunderstanding. The bracelet is not mine, and the mobile phone belongs to someone else. I borrowed the clothes from someone else. Yes, I borrowed them from Fang Wen. Although Chen Jun was a little shaken, he didn't believe Yuan Lily and couldn't help but lie to her. Then I'll ask Fang Wen, he said, and was about to walk to the public phone in the shop at the entrance of the school. Yuan Lily was anxious and quickly grabbed him. What's the point of asking about this kind of thing? Chen Jun glared at her. She felt guilty and could only quickly interrupt, don't worry, I have been making money recently, and I will try to return the money to your family as soon as possible. Chen Jun was not stupid, so he naturally saw that Yuan Lily was lying. So, this phone and bracelet really belong to her? She is doing well. Who did you go on a date with? You have a man again? Your bracelet and mobile phone were bought by your new man, right? Yes. Yuan Lily's mind suddenly changed and she immediately had an idea. Let me tell you the truth, there is a boy chasing me, and the boy's family is very rich. I agreed to see him everywhere. He gave me the mobile phone, bought the bracelet, and bought the clothes I am wearing. He is quite willing to spend money for me, so don't cause trouble. If things go well, I will have money to pay you back soon. At this moment, Yuan Lily was afraid that Chen Jun would take away her platinum bracelet to pay off the debt, and just wanted to get rid of this thing quickly. The bracelet is a token of love between me and him, and my mobile phone has to be used to contact him, so for the sake of the long term, I can't give you my bracelet or mobile phone. You know why I'm here, right? Chen Jun crossed his arms. Yuan Lily, either pay back the money, or go back to the original plan and send Fang Wen to me. Okay. I know, Yuan Lily was annoyed to death. I have to stay in this school for another year, and you're still worried that I'll run away. She opened her bag, opened her wallet, and took out 3 of the remaining 600 yuan bills and gave them to Chen Jun. Give me some time. This money is considered as interest for you. You can use it first. 300? Are you going to send her to beggar? Now that she has a new boyfriend, he will be even less polite. 600. Not even a cent less. Otherwise I will make a scene in your school and make you unable to stay in school. There is no chance of finding a man. Yuan Lily grinned at her teeth. 500. Leave one for me. I only have 600 in total. I want 600. 600. In the end, Yuan Lily's heart was bleeding and she took out the last 300 yuan bills. I can give you this money, but you have to promise me not to come to me casually in the future. If my boyfriend misunderstands something, you know you won't get anything. Bring it here. There's so much nonsense. Chen Jun folded the banknotes and stuffed them into his pocket. Don't worry, we will see each other often in the future, he curled his lips and smiled. I will find a job in the city. I say it again, don't come to me. Okay, give me your phone number. Yuan Lily could only do as she was told. Chen Jun was worried and called a public phone to confirm that the number was correct. Remember, if you dare not answer my call, don't blame me for coming to school to look for you. Yuan Lily wanted to strangle Chen Jun to death, I know. What happened today? Why can't you do anything? You are listening to novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. The heroine who wears fast is really a boss. Author, Ruo Shui 1111. Chapter 353. 2 days passed like this, and when Chu Le discovered that Yuan Lily had not taken any action, he knew that she did not have any substantive evidence, so he felt relieved. He started chasing Fang Wen again. Tao Ran was also extremely disappointed with Yuan Lily when she saw that she had angry eyes but did nothing in her actions. Originally, she seemed to have good skills and could hit a home run in one breath. I thought she was a king, but who would have thought that she turned out to be a weakling? Looking at you and Lily's arrogant attitude in the past 2 days, she was completely as wilted as a vegetable. Taoran thought, should he find a way to push her? A few days later, that evening, Taoran and Dayu were buying food at the school gate. When I walked to the milk tea shop, I saw a lot of people queuing up. The three of them were curious and followed them. It turns out that the new guy in the milk tea shop is called the milk tea guy because he is good looking and likes to laugh. Many people want to come and see his face, so the shop has been doing a lot of business recently. Good. Chenjun, the three of them lined up and took their turn at the front. When they saw the tall and handsome boy, they realized that they were acquaintances. It's me. Chenjun, reflected in the golden light of the setting sun, looks completely handsome. Indeed, he looks good. Taoran smiled brightly. Good. Very good. Chenjun also came to the city, which saved her a lot of time. The main three people she had to deal with were now gathered around her. Packing up is the most comfortable thing. Long time no see. Chenjun. Taoran's smile made Chenjun feel elated and felt that he really had hope. Chenjun asked the three of them to wait, and asked his boss for an hour's leave, saying that he would treat the three of them to dinner. Taoran, I'm a guest from afar. I'll invite you this time. This sentence made Chenjun even more elated. Fang Wen wants to invite him to dinner. What does this mean if she doesn't like him? The three of them went to a small restaurant. Why are you here? Taoran asked. When did you come? Chenjun Bala, filled with righteous indignation, talked about the situation at home and the various excessive behaviors of the Yuan family. Yuan Lily owes my family a lot of money. I'm here to collect the debt. The three of them sighed for a while. Taoran nodded. Did Lily tell you that she has no money? But I think she is quite rich. That's right. After Taoran's suggestion, Dayu immediately talked about Yuan Lily's generosity. I don't think she has any money. Are you using the wrong method to get the debt? Or she doesn't want to pay you back on purpose? If she has no money, why doesn't she know how to do odd jobs? Why doesn't she know how to save money? You probably don't know that she is well fed, well clothed, and has much more money than us. Yes, Fang Wen's life is not as good as hers. I saw her buying imported chocolate yesterday. Her clothes and shoes cost hundreds of dollars. She went to the bank yesterday to withdraw money. The two of them were tired of Yuan Lily's trash who cheated and cuckolded her best friend. Now, in order to express their anger, they spared no effort to step on her in an exaggerated way. Chenjun's expression did begin to change. Could it be that he was really deceived by Yuan Lily? He called her yesterday, but she said that money was tight recently and her boyfriend didn't give her money and asked him to wait a little longer. She told me that she had a boyfriend, Chenjun said dully. She said all the food she used was bought for her by her boyfriend. I don't believe it. Taoran shook his head. If she has such a good boyfriend, why did she hide it from us? We never saw her bring her boyfriend out once. No one has ever seen her boyfriend. That's right. With her temperament, she will definitely show off her good things. Can she still hide them? That's right. Chenjun knew Yuan Lily's vanity and felt that nothing was reasonable at this moment. Taoran saw Chenjun's expression clearly. I don't think Lily has a boyfriend at all. Could it be that she didn't want to pay back the money, so she lied to you? Taoran pushed the boat along. She thinks Chenjun's appearance is good. With such guidance, Chenjun will definitely try his best to ask Yuan Lily for money. And Yuan Lily has no money to give, so she will probably target Chu Le. Perhaps this is the best way to push Yuan Lily to continue working hard. As long as Chu Le works hard, it will not be that simple to get rid of Yuan Lily. And Chenjun might be able to help him a lot. He has already suspected Yuan Lily, maybe it can help him catch Yuan Lily and Chu Le. I hope these people can live up to their expectations. Tao Ran was in a good mood. It seems that this time she can still sit on the sidelines and watch the three people forcing and hurting each other, and can be the person behind the scenes with peace of mind. Chen Jun didn't expect that even Yuan Lily's roommate and best friend didn't know who her boyfriend was. How can this be? Is this true? Since he is such a good boyfriend, how can he be so shameless? No matter how you look at it, Yuan Lily is lying. I was deceived. She has money, she just doesn't want to pay it back. Chen Jun looked at Fang Wen steadily. Thank you. When I get the money, I will thank you very much. Tao Ran smiled back. When I paid for the meal, I was told that Chen Jun had already paid. Tao Ran chuckled. I knew it would be like this. That night, Chen Jun found Yuan Lily again and forced her to pay back the money. Give me a month, Yuan Lily begged, I really have no money. You will be on summer vacation then. If you run away, where will I find you? Then give me half a month. How much will you give me then? I'll pay you back 1,000 in half a month at worst. She would borrow some from Fang Wen. In 1 week, you can pay me back 1,000 yuan. Fine. But I don't believe you, I want to find something as collateral. Chen Jun rudely snatched Yuan Lily's bracelet. Chen Jun, you beast, I want to call the police. Just go. Not paying back the money you owe is a matter of course. Not paying back the money is even more despicable. You. Don't worry, if you keep your word, I promise to return the bracelet to you next week. I work here, you can't run away. Chen Jun decided to keep an eye on Yuan Lily secretly in the past few days to see if she really has boyfriend. Do you really have money and don't pay it back? I don't know if Chu Le really likes Fang Wen or because he wants to restore his image of being looked down upon by others in school, so he completely becomes a good boyfriend with 24 filial piety. When Fang Wen didn't accept his kindness, he guarded her silently. Before she even felt thirsty, there was water on the table. She was just a little warm, and a fan was already placed on the table. It just started raining outside, and there was an umbrella on her table. It's a little dark when I go back to the dormitory at night, and there's always him following me 10 steps away. Chu Le even made 2 phone calls to the dormitory every day. Twice, it was Yuan Lily who picked up the phone. It's me. Bye. Chu Le, do you have to do this? Do you have to stab a knife in my chest? Are you crazy? You and I are strangers, don't make it sound like we are in a sadistic relationship. I'm warning you, be honest. Chu Le hung up the phone directly. I'm in a hurry to go out. The next chapter will be a little later than Xingxin. The heroine who wears fast is really a boss. Author, Ruo Shui 1111. Chapter 354. Another time, Yuan Lily met Chu Le downstairs in the dormitory. Do you like Fang Wen that much? None of your business. You think it has nothing to do with me. Are you deaf? Didn't you hear what I told you that day? I despise you. Get away from me, you rubbish. After saying that, he left directly. That day, after Yuan Lily was forced into debt by Chen Jun, she called Chu Le. Chu Le didn't answer. She could only send messages. I have something to ask you, let's meet. She planned to borrow money from Chu Le first by threatening to tell Fang Wen about them. Leave far away. Chu Le replied with these 3 words and blocked her directly. Yuan Lily was angry. The angrier you are, the more unwilling you are. Especially recently, she tried to block Chu Le several times without success. And that day, she also saw Chu Le's father coming to pick him up from school. At that time, he pushed up the sunglasses on his nose and smiled at her who was chasing her. Then he sat in the driver's seat, stepped on the accelerator, and drove away. At that time, she really wanted to sit in that passenger seat. The car was so expensive, she couldn't afford it even if she worked hard for 10 years. Besides taking shortcuts, what other way could she get? Seeing Chu Li chasing after her while Fang Wen was pretending, Yuan Lily felt like she was about to turn into a lemon. Naturally, she didn't want Fang Wen and Chu Li to reconcile, so from time to time she would secretly make remarks like a good horse never turns back and persuade Fang Wen to be strong when dealing with scumbags. Naturally, Tao Ran would not let Yuan Lily get her wish. Chu Li also has his advantages. I have a relationship with him, and the previous rumors were just based on rumors. I am considering accepting him. Dai Yu immediately heard what Tao Ran was thinking and immediately spoke up. Yes, Lily, what's the matter with you? You want to make peace but not break up. What's your intention in letting them break up? Chu Li and Fang Wen are from the same family, and they are both talented and good looking, so they are actually a good match. I don't know, I thought you were jealous of the two of them. Your own marriage is not going well, but don't bring Fang Wen into ruin together. Xiaoan, since you still like Chu Li, let go and love. As sisters, no matter what decision you make, I will support you. Yuan Lily was so angry that the two of them twisted her mouth. Tao Ran smiled at them and was about to speak when the dormitory phone rang. When I picked up the call, it was really Chu Li. Tao Ran wouldn't answer the calls he made recently. But this time, she took the microphone. Yuan Lily's heart skipped a beat. Chu Li said that he would bring bread baked by his mother to Fang Wen for breakfast tomorrow, and that it would be delivered downstairs to the dormitory at 7 in the morning. It's so hard, Auntie. Thank you Auntie for me, Tao Ran said with a friendly smile that he hadn't seen in a long time. Chu Li, my birthday is this Saturday. You can come too then. Chu Li was naturally willing over there, and immediately said that he would arrange the hotel drinks, and let Fang Wen not have to worry about anything and just wait for her birthday happily. Okay, Tao Ran agreed softly. Yuan Lily didn't want to talk anymore. As promised last time, Fang Wen's birthday party this time will only be a gathering of a few roommates, and there will definitely be no men. Haha, talking is like farting, going back on one's word. Now Fang Wen obviously wants to reconcile with Chu Li again. Who do you think you are? Joke. Clown. So unwilling. In fact, last time, I was just a little bit behind, wasn't I? If you could take clearer and better photos, if you didn't charge money last time, if you were more cautious, if you didn't underestimate Chu Li, if you were more assertive in the room, why? If time could go back, if... Wait, you're going there on Saturday, too, right? What might I be able to do on that day? The photo didn't work last time, what about this time? If only someone could help. Tao Ran secretly observed Yuan Lily and thought that he had really tried his best to bring her and Chu Li together. I will definitely help. But she has to live up to her expectations. Early the next morning, at 6 o'clock, Yuan Lily was waiting at the school gate to block Chu Li. When Chu Li was stopped by her while carrying a food box, he almost hit her head with the food box in anger. Get away. Be polite to me, otherwise I can't guarantee that I will do something at Lu Fang Wen's birthday party this week. Chu Li saw that her voice was not low, so he could only drag her to the entrance of a deserted alley nearby. Run out of money, Chu Li sneered. Yuan Lily really wants money. So even if I wanted to refute it, I really couldn't. Give me another 2,000, and I promise not to look for you again. Roll. If you don't give it, I'll scream molestation. Ill. Really, Yuan Lily pointed to the surveillance camera outside the alley and at the school gate. The surveillance video just now should have captured the scene of you dragging me into the alley. Do you think if I call the police and the police investigate and monitor the situation, will the law believe me or you? Even if they don't believe me, Do you think your reputation will still be there? As she spoke, she also pulled the collar down. She learned this trick from Chu Li. It's so refreshing to treat someone the same way they are treated. He lured her into taking money and forced her to submit. How could she make progress after suffering such a big loss? This time, she calculated the angle and lured him to appear under the camera. She had already guessed that Chu Li would not allow her to make a noise at the school gate, and she was even more afraid that her classmates would see them, so she would definitely pull her away from the school gate area. He deserves it. Who told him to be so cruel to her? Chu Li was so angry that his liver ached. Why was he so unlucky to be entangled with a leech? His old man liked Fang Wen very much, and he promised to take Fang Wen home this Sunday. The old man said that if Fang Wen gave birth to the Chu family's great-grandson, she could inherit their family's large villa. It was not easy to get the old man's approval. Chu Li didn't want to lose this opportunity and take advantage of his uncle's cousin who was also in love, so he really spared no effort to get Fang Wen. It's just hateful that Yuan Lily always comes out to disrupt the situation. Seeing that he didn't make any comment, Yuan Lily opened her throat and said ah. Chu Li was anxious and could only quickly cover her mouth. Shut the hum up. He gritted his teeth and had to grab his wallet and dump all the cash in it, about 730 yuan, on Yuan Lily. That's all I have here, just think of it as charity to you. Before I get angry, I'll say it again, get out. Also, if you dare to mess with me and Fang Wen this Saturday, I will guarantee this: you can't survive in school any longer. If you don't believe it, you can give it a try. Chu Li said threatening words, but he also searched Yuan Lily's body to make sure there was no recording equipment before knocking her away and leaving. Decline. Once he gets engaged to Fang Wen during the summer vacation, he will definitely deal with this Yuan Lily. Yuan Lily counted the money at the entrance of the alley. As soon as she counted to 726, a shadow appeared in front of her, blocking the rising sunlight. Thank you so much for the lovely gift from Xianyi Piao Miao, okay. The heroine who wears fast is really a boss. Author, Ruo Shui 1111. Chapter 355. He looked up and saw that the person coming was Chen Jun. Yuan Lily panicked. Before she could make a move, her hand holding the money was empty, and the money was already in Chen Jun's hand. Is that your boyfriend just now? It seems to be different from what you said. Chen Jun pressed the tip of his tongue against the flesh of his cheek and smiled evilly. Wasn't this woman lying before? Why is chasing her boyfriend? A boyfriend who is willing to spend money on her? Pooh. Let's just say, who would be so blind? Seeing how disgusted I am, are you stalking me? Haven't you succeeded yet? Or have you plotted against me, offended me, and threatened me? It turns out you use this method to get money. Haha. Yuan Lily, I knew you were deceitful, but I didn't expect you to be so despicable. My cousin and I still underestimated you. From this point of view, my cousin's choice of Xiahua was still a wise move. I thank you for not marrying on my brother's behalf. Chen Jun spat. Give me the money. Yuan Lily was too lazy to talk nonsense with him and quickly reached out to grab the money. But Chen Jun was much taller than her, and she couldn't even touch his sleeves when he raised his arms. Chen Jun took away the 600 yuan bills and threw the remaining dozens of change to Yuan Lily. Don't forget, you originally promised to pay me back 1,000 this week. Just like that, you still missed me by 400. You can't just take my money, you have to at least write me a receipt. I'll write to you when you return the remaining 400. By the way, when will you give me the remaining 400? If he hadn't caught her cheating money, he wouldn't even be able to get the 600. Rubbish. You still have my bracelet. Don't worry. I don't want your bracelet. I just want money. If you want the bracelet, please give me the remaining 400 within this week. After saying that, Chen Jun turned around and left. Yuan Lily was so angry that she ground her teeth on the spot. The money she finally got was gone again. If this continues, when will it end? Chen Jun has completely entangled her. If the money cannot be settled, it will be difficult for her to live a good life. Yuan Lily returned to school angrily. Not long after her figure disappeared on the boulevard, a figure flashed out of the big tree behind the school gate. It was Taoran, who was wearing sportswear. She ran out of school and arrived at the milk tea shop 100 meters away. Chen Jun burst into laughter when he saw her. Here? You want breakfast? He took out a bag with fried dough sticks and tofu in it. Thank you, Taoran insisted and gave Chen Jun 10 yuan. In the past few days, Taoran had not lost contact with Chen Jun. On the contrary, she also left her mobile phone number with Chen Jun. She wants to use Chen Jun to contain Yuan Lily and do things for herself. So when it comes to Chen Jun, she has been giving him the illusion that she has a good impression of him. This morning, after discovering that Yuan Lily got up before 6 o'clock, Taoran, who was about to do morning exercise, happened to catch up with her, and then realized that she was trying to stop Chu Li, who was bringing breakfast from home. Taoran thought about it for a moment and came up with an idea. She was waiting by the big tree, and she was sure that when Chu Li was about to arrive at school, she called Chen Jun, who lived in the milk tea shop, and asked him to help buy some food at the breakfast stall, saying that she would see him later if she had anything to do. Chen Jun was excited and immediately got up and followed the instructions. The breakfast business at the school gate is very good, and you have to queue up, so Chen Jun took this matter to heart and acted quickly, thinking about buying a few more items. But as soon as he opened the store door and looked around, thinking about what to buy, he saw Yuan Lily at the school gate. That lazy woman got up so early? The sun sets in the west? Chen Jun secretly paid attention to her. Soon I saw her stopping a strange man, and then he quietly followed the two of them to the alley. Although he didn't hear the conversation between the two clearly, he saw the tense situation between the two. He thought to himself at that time, God helps me, Fang Wen is indeed a lucky star. The money in Yuan Lily's hand belongs to him. Chen Jun also paid special attention to the man who was entangled with Yuan Lily. He thought that this boy was really rich. Yuan Lily didn't know what he used to control him. Where did the three people involved notice that Taoran was watching from afar? Taoran hugged his chest and acted like the Oriole who controlled the progress throughout the process. In fact, she was also careful about the timing of Chen Jun's discovery of Yuan Lily. Whenever Chen Jun came out of the milk tea shop a little slowly, she would immediately call him to tell him that she would be there soon and ask him to buy soy milk immediately. Well, soy milk. The store is right next to that alley. She discovered that she had a talent for directing. If you proceed according to your plan, the next step should be very interesting. Excuse me, Chen Jun, I suddenly wanted to have breakfast outside the school today, which made you wake up early. Does such a small thing count? Starting from tomorrow, I will provide breakfast for the three of you. No, 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 Taoran smiled. Actually, buying breakfast is secondary. Well, my birthday is this Saturday, and a few of my friends want to get together. Then you can join us too. I'm here to invite you. Chen Jun was flattered. Really, she actually invited him to celebrate her birthday together, and his heart skipped a beat. Of course it's true. Let me tell you first so that you can arrange to take a leave in advance. Can you participate? Yes, yes, of course. Yeah. By the way, you don't need to buy anything. Everything about the cake has been arranged. Just come. Okay, got it? Then it's settled. I'll tell you when the location is decided. Okay, okay. Well, see you later. Chen Jun looked at Fang Wen's retreating figure and smiled stupidly. 3 minutes later, he started to worry. Birthday present? Yes. He can't go to a birthday party empty-handed, right? This is the first time I've given her something, so it can't be shabby, right? What do girls like? He thought of the bracelet that you and Lily like so much, jewelry. Otherwise, he also prepares some jewelry. But if it's inconspicuous, it's better not to give it away. If you want to give it as a gift, you have to give it something eye-catching and memorable for her. Chen Jun's mind started spinning rapidly. Tao Ran slowly ate a fried dough stick before returning. Downstairs in the dormitory, Chu Li's face turned dark as he waited until Tao Ran appeared behind him. "You're not in the dormitory," he was stunned. "I went for a morning run, and later someone told me that I saw you and Lily having sex at the school gate, so I rushed over. I didn't see you." Chu Li lost all confidence in an instant and felt angry with you and Lily. He was hesitating whether to deny it or make excuses when he heard Tao Ran say, "Lily has had a lot of changes in her family recently. Even if you don't like her, you should be more tolerant of her. I heard that you pushed her just now. No matter what the estrangement between you is, don't do that again in the future. We are all classmates, and we can't see each other when we look up. Just give me some face." "Okay." Chu Li opened his mouth and finally managed to say, "Okay. Then it's settled. On Saturday, you two can have a few drinks and forget your grudges with a smile." "Okay." Yet Chu Li took a deep breath. Should he be grateful for Fang Wen's misunderstanding, or be anxious about what he would face next? "Then I'll go up." "Xiaoyan," Chu Li called to stop her, "don't be angry with me again." "I know." Tao Ran smiled. "Thank you to the book friend whose tail number is 22,576, Xian Yi Pia Miao Baby for the reward, and thank you all for your monthly votes. Okay. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. The heroine who wears fast is really a boss. Author, Ruo Shui 1111. Chapter 356. 2 days flew by. Tao Ran's birthday has arrived. She had a hunch that with her careful arrangements, today's birthday would be quite exciting. Chu Li put the gathering place in the largest private room on the second floor of the first hotel. Su Bai's club had an event and would be late, so Tao Ran and Dai Yu arrived first. Pushing the door open, Tao Ran had to admit that Chu Li was very considerate and made him look very fashionable. Balloons, flowers, lanterns, big round tables, big sofas, big speakers, 3-layer cakes, exquisite dishes, beautiful lights, karaoke. This was already the best quality in the late 1990s, and it was not bad in her era. Chu Li was a good-looking man in a suit and leather shoes. The first time Tao Ran entered the room, he presented him with a bunch of roses. Tao Ran took the flowers with a shy smile on his face. She was very experienced in collecting flowers, and she could tell at a glance that these were 99 flowers. "Oh, so rich. This cost is not small." Chu Li wanted to kiss Fangs, but she stopped him with flowers. "Happy birthday." Chu Li could only hold her hand. "Thank you. How about thanking me for talking to me?" Chu Li said with a doting look on his face. "Is there nothing else tomorrow? Go and see my grandpa? He misses you very much." "Okay. Then I'll call grandpa now." Chu Li couldn't wait to do this. God knows how much scolding Fang Wen got from his family when he took money from them these days. Tao Ran followed Fang Wen's behavior before and sweetly said a few words to the old man. The Chu family is considered a scholarly family, and Fang Wen has a gentle temperament and is good at writing, which almost fulfills all the old man's fantasies about his grandson's wife. Her little prose was even more appreciated by the old man. Therefore, the Chu family's favorite elder is this old man. But so what? When Fang Wen lost her virginity in the plot, the old man still kept his mouth shut. For the Chu family, no matter how much love they have, it cannot compare to their deep-rooted bad thoughts. Because of this, Taoran had no respect for this old man. "Grandpa, I will visit you tomorrow. I found a good piece of ink a few days ago, but I never had the chance to give it to you. Also, the painting you asked me to send for repair last time has been finished, and I will bring it with you tomorrow." Past. Yuan Lily just entered the box when she heard the excited voice of Old Man Chu on the other end of the phone from the amplifier. Okay, let that boy Chu Le pick you up. You're a girl, don't run around, you're too tired. If you need anything, just tell Chu Le. Grandpa is waiting for you, and let your grandma make oil for you. Braised prawns. That's enough. Come here early, let's play chess and have some tea. Well, I will definitely go there early. Okay, Xiaoan. If Chu Le bullies you again in the future, just come and tell Grandpa. If he is dishonest, Grandpa will be the first to beat him to death. Taoran glanced at Chu Le lightly. This is so kind. Complain. She's good at it? Old man, even if you don't believe in Chu Le, you still have to believe in Grandpa. Grandpa will make the decision for you. Thank you, Grandpa. Let's talk tomorrow. Okay, Grandpa will replenish your birthday gift for you tomorrow. Yuan Lily took deep breaths. Every time she saw Taoran and Chu Le together, she would turn into a lemon and her throat would hurt. She could only comfort herself. When her plan was successful, she would have to see what kind of face the old man was. She took the order menu from the table and glanced at it. Tisk, what about delicacies from mountains and seas? Chu Le is so generous, she smiled brightly. This meal is not cheap. He ate more than 1,000 yuan in one meal, but what about her? 1 night and 100 nights of kindness from husband and wife, hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Do you want to lose face? Taoran also smiled, then remember to eat more. It's all Chu Le's wish. If you want to eat more, add more anyway, you don't have to pay for it yourself. Chu Le also smiled at Yuan Lily. My Xiaoan can eat more, and Xiao can also eat more, but Lily, you have to control it, or your weight will be, well, it's over. Yuan Lily's face turned dark. What's the meaning? Do you think she is fat? Call her fat? Did he take a closer look at her figure? What are you talking about? Taoran glared at Chu Le, and then poured a cup of tea for Yuan Lily. Lily, don't listen to him. We should eat and drink. Our health is the most important thing. That's right, I made a mistake. Chu Le picked up the teacup and raised it. I heard that you just had an abortion more than a month ago, and you really should take a good supplement. Don't worry about whether you are fat or not. Eat more later. Remember, you must not lose your body, otherwise the next brother will suffer more. Yuan Lily was so angry that she trembled all over and experienced Chu Le's poisonous tongue again. But Chu Le hadn't finished yet. He snapped his fingers and called out to the waiter, confinement period is considered confinement, right? What should I eat during confinement? Pig's trotter soup? Pork loin soup? Pig lung soup? Is there any pig's tonic soup? Give me a copy. Who are you scolding? What is pig tonic soup? Is this a different way of scolding her? Yuan Lily slapped the table and stood up. At this moment, she really didn't want to be so angry anymore. Aren't there a few stinky money? Why are you so mean? Did he really like himself? Lily, don't be angry. Taoran quickly came to persuade her. Chu Le is in a bad mood recently and speaks irritably. Don't argue with him. Taoran gave Chu Le a look. Chu Le said obediently, I'm sorry, I didn't mean any harm. Yuan Lily got off the stairs and then sat down sadly. The atmosphere was a bit awkward, and Chao Ran's cell phone rang just in time, breaking the dullness in the private room. At first glance, it was Chen Jun's phone number. "Wait a minute, I'll pick you up." Chao Ran stood up. "I have a friend coming, I'll go down and pick him up." Chu Li was about to get up and accompany him, but was stopped by Chao Ran. "Xiao and I will go." Yes, Dai Yu had already stood up, holding Chao Ran's arm and walking down. Chu Li had no choice but to sit down. On the stairs, Dai Yu had a gossipy look on her face and pulled Chao Ran excitedly. "I didn't expect that the bastard couple broke up so quickly. Just seeing you and Lily almost hurt her from anger, but I was so happy. I didn't expect that this scumbag would break up so quickly." She opened her mouth so powerfully. "Have you seen you and Lily's face? It's redder than pork liver. Ha ha ha. Tell me, when we come out and he and I are alone, will they start fighting?" Chao Ran also laughed. "My curiosity will be solved soon. Isn't my bag left in the private room? The recorder is in there. On." Dai Yu gave a thumbs up. In the private room on the second floor, the two people stared at each other angrily. "You and Lily want to take Fang Wen home tomorrow?" "Chu Li, be honest." "Okay. I wonder if there are any benefits." "Are you done yet? Who told you to pull up your pants and refuse to recognize people, and you dare to plot against me? You deserve it. As long as you stop, I can give you a sum of money tomorrow. Do you think I'm stupid? Either give it now, or I won't be disappointed if you don't need money now. Can you have hope for tomorrow? You are blackmailing. I deserve it. Fang Wen will be back soon. Think about it." Yu and Lily took action directly and stabbed the cake. Chu Li knocked her hand away. "Yu and Lily, this is the last time. If you are greedy again, I won't tolerate it." Chu Li threw out 500 again. "When he finishes coaxing the old man tomorrow, he will no longer tolerate this woman." Yu and Lily was just about to ask for some more money, but she heard footsteps coming outside the door, so she had to shut her mouth until the private room door opened. The heroine who wears fast is really a boss. Author, Ruo Shui 1111. Chapter 357. The moment Chen Jun walked into the private room, everything seemed to have pressed the pause button. Several people were stunned. When Chen Jun went upstairs, he was told that only Fang Wen's roommate and boyfriend were coming to the birthday party today. Yu and Lily had already told him that Fang Wen had a boyfriend, so he was mentally prepared. But he never expected that Fang Wen's boyfriend would be the man who was entangled with Yu and Lily, had a chaotic relationship, and was caught in pigtails. Chen Jun couldn't help but glance at Chu Li several times, and after repeated confirmation, he knew that he had definitely not admitted his mistake. Haha, everything is explained. Yu and Lily was interested in his money, but she only calculated half of it. The reason why men are picked on is most likely because of stealing. Yu and Lily has no confidence because of the shady relationship between the two. Phew, interesting. Chen Jun raised his neck. He knows such a secret. Now Yu and Lily and the man have to ask for something from him. It's you who can control them now, right? In addition, if he was only 30% sure of catching Fang Wen before, now, his hope instantly soared to more than 70%. A cheating scumbag is nothing more than trash with no moral bottom line. If Fang Wen knew about his scandal, she would never want him again. Isn't this an opportunity given to me in vain? Chen Jun couldn't help it and laughed. At this moment, Chu Li's face was as black as coal. Who is this pretty boy standing next to Fang Wen? Why haven't you seen it before? Whose brother is he? No, Fang Wen just said they were friends. Where did the friend come from? When was it handed in? Why don't you know? Why is that guy taller than me? Looks more handsome than yourself? Why does he keep staring at me? Chu Li suddenly felt a sense of crisis and unhappiness. Why did he catch a hint of sarcasm, teasing and provocation in the eyes of the man opposite? What is that person proud of? Look at how he is dressed. He is wearing casual clothes, which is not fashionable or expensive. Where does his sense of superiority lie? More importantly, it is Fang Wen. What kind of big shot was this man that he had to work for her and Yu to pick him up personally? Are they close? Or is it that Fang Wen still misunderstood her because of what happened a while ago, so she deliberately created a love rival for herself? No, no, I must be overthinking it. Fang Wen is not that kind of person. Chu Le comforted himself that the man was probably a relative of Su Bai's family. Because Su Bai hadn't arrived yet, Fang Wen and Yu went to greet him. It must be so. Thinking like this, Chu Le forced himself to curl his lower lip. The most shocked person present was none other than Yuan Lily. She almost wanted to drag Chen Jun away by his hair. She never thought that Chen Jun might appear here. She didn't understand, how could Fang Wen hook up with Chen Jun without her own matchmaking and scheming? It's not like Fang Wen doesn't know Chen Jun's nature. She has seen him become drunk and crazy with her own eyes, and she also knows that he just spent half a month in jail. She always prided herself on being noble, so how could she like him? Not even friends. She should avoid this kind of person. Also, why didn't Fang Wen tell herself that she had contact with him? Doesn't she know that the Yuan family and Chen Jun's family have financial entanglements and old grudges? Oh, what sisters? It's all a lie. What to do? Chen Jun saw himself and Chu Le that day. The way he looked now, he clearly recognized Chu Le. This relationship seems to be getting more and more complicated. Chen Jun is a lunatic. He won't cause trouble today, right? Yuan Lily felt that her heart was about to jump out of her throat. The weirder the atmosphere, the more comfortable Tao Ran felt. At this moment, if it is not considered Shurofield, then it is not far away. This is Chen Jun, Lily's fellow villager. Last time I went to Lily's house, thanks to Chen Jun's care, Chen Jun happened to be here, so let's have a meal together. Tao Ran introduced with a smile. Fellow. Chu Le glared at Yuan Lily again. Is this woman up to something again? Chen Jun, this is Chu Le. Chen Jun nodded, hello. Hello. Chu Le came up with raised lips, I am Xiaoan's boyfriend. Seeing Chu Li's hand reaching towards him, Tao Ran ignored him and walked to the other side, inviting everyone to sit down. When Chen Jun saw this, he couldn't help but smile. Chu Li's hand fell flat, and he gritted his teeth, extremely depressed. Why did you bring him here? Yuan Lily couldn't bear it anymore. Tao Ran didn't speak, but Yu helped him speak. Last time we went to your house, Chen Jun invited us to dinner. That meal cost Chen Jun a lot of money. You won't forget it, right? Now that Chen Jun is here, we invite him to dinner as a landlord, shouldn't we? In Yu's mind, Chen Jun's biggest mistake last time was being drunk. Although it was outrageous, he could bear it. In comparison, Yuan Lily's behavior is worse than that of a pig or a dog. If Chen Jun's appearance can make Yuan Lily sad, she is very willing to do so. There was nothing wrong with Yu's words. Yuan Lily could only signal to Chen Jun, go out and say a few words. No, Chen Jun refused directly. Why should he listen to her? Fang Wen is the master. Yuan Lily, with you here, I can't eat. Then you go alone, Chen Jun sneered. Does she dare to leave? She wasn't afraid that as soon as she left, he would say something on this table. As long as she still wants to make money from Chu Le and hang out in the city, she will definitely not dare to leave. You, don't go too far. Indeed, in this situation, Yuan Lily couldn't leave. She could only hold Tao Ran back. Xiaoan, let's have a few words. Tao Ran was pulled out of the door by her. Xiaoan, I have a conflict with him, please let him go, Okay. Tao Ran had already thought of the reason, and now she spoke righteously. Isn't it for you? Chen Jun told me that he came here just to collect debt from you. He hates you very much. I was afraid that he would make trouble and what he would do to you, so it was not easy to calm him down. Don't antagonize him. This semester is almost over and it won't be good for you. I will be the peacemaker today and you can appease him for the time being. What can you and Lily say for this reason? She sneered in her heart, comforting. Can a person like that be appeased by a meal? This Fang Wen is really nosy. If she was so enthusiastic, why didn't she help him pay back the money? Rubbish. Hypocritical. 5 people sat down. Tao Ran said that the banquet would start when Su Bai arrived. Chen Jun took out a gift bag. Fang Wen, I wish you a happy birthday. This is a birthday gift for you. Judging from the size of the gift bag, most of it is jewelry. Chu Le glanced at Chen Jun, and with a smile, he took out a brocade box from his suit bag and brought it to Tao Ran. I've also prepared a gift. I hope I can celebrate your birthday with you every year in the future. Originally, he planned to get it later. But Chen Jun made him very unhappy. Since what Chen Jun gave was jewelry, he didn't hide it anymore. It just so happened that what he wanted to give was also jewelry, so he let everyone take a look and make a comparison. He didn't believe that a country bumpkin's attack could compare to his. Tao Ran looked at the 2 almost sized gifts in front of him with a look of helplessness on his face. I said I didn't need any gifts. You guys are so polite. The heroine who wears fast is really a boss. Author, Ruo Shui 1111. Chapter 358. Su Bai arrived late. Xiaoan, everyone, I'm sorry, I'm late. Tao Ran raised an eyebrow at her. Who said she was late? Came just in time. Tao Ran would not let those people know that Su Bai had been waiting nearby, waiting for her cell phone to send a signal to come up and cooperate. Su Bai also winked at Tao Ran, and then smiled. Wow, are you opening gifts? I love watching this scene the most. Tao Ran pulled her to sit down. Have you settled all the club affairs? Roughly the same. Why are you so busy on Saturday? Isn't it true that heavy rains in Lin province caused floods, leaving a large number of people homeless and causing huge property damage, so our society organized a fundraiser to show some kindness and send some supplies to the people who were damaged by the floods. Everyone has been busy all day today, just raising funds. We even made a trip to the merchants' 2 streets outside the school, and now we barely managed to collect the money for 3 trucks of supplies. You don't know, when I see the victims in the news, especially the elderly and children, I feel uncomfortable, and I feel that it is good if I can do my best. As Su Bai said, he also switched the TV screen from MTV to the news station. In the past 2 days, the news has been all about floods, and the atmosphere suddenly changed, becoming a bit worried about the country and the people. Tao Ran and Dai Yu both nodded and expressed that natural disasters are merciless, but humans are merciful. Tao Ran, the victims are worried about eating and drinking, but we are eating and drinking here. I feel shameful when I think about it. Su Bai chuckled, isn't this your birthday? It's only once a year, and it should be celebrated. Put the rest aside first, and you'd better open your gifts quickly. Dai Yu also started to make noises. All right. Tao Ran smiled and opened Chu Li's gift first. After opening it, everyone sighed repeatedly. It's a platinum necklace and a pendant with broken diamonds. A rough estimate would be at least 3,000 upwards. Too expensive, Tao Ran frowned. Chu Le, you are my priceless treasure. Everything that can be bought with money in this world is not even 1/10,000th as good as you. Yuan Lily rolled her eyes and twitched at the words of affection and courtesy. Chu Le is really willing to spend money on Fang Wen. What's so good about Fang Wen? I really don't understand. Taoran opened the gift bag given by Chen Jun again. After opening the gift bag, everyone took a breath when they saw the logo on the gift box. It's a famous brand. Looking inside again, there is a bracelet. A very stylish crystal bracelet. Pretty. But the price is certainly high. Compared to Chu Le, who has a lot of money, this move by Chen Jun, who is half a stranger, is obviously more amazing. Chen Jun. This, isn't it cheap? I spent a whole day shopping yesterday before I fell in love with this bracelet. You have a clean temperament, gold and silver are too vulgar, and diamonds are too sharp. They are not worthy of you. I think you are cool and elegant, clear, transparent, and approachable, just like crystal, so I think this crystal is more suitable for you. Compared to Chu Li's rhetoric, Chen Jun's words were obviously more genuine flattery. Dai Yu and Su Bai's eyes went back and forth between the two men, making Chu Le angry. Comparing him to that country bumpkin? Why? He couldn't help but slam the teacup in his hand onto the table. He just said that this Chen Jun was provocative, and as expected, he came to ruin things in front of him. If we were ordinary friends, would we take such action? Too exaggerated. Chen Jun's bracelet is at least half the price of his own, right? Yuan Lily's poor fellow is so attentive, he is either a traitor or a thief. Also, what nonsense is this guy talking about? This roundabout way of saying that he knows Fang Wen best, and he is the one responsible for Fang Wen, right? At this moment, Yuan Lily was more surprised than Chu Le. What the hell? What conditions does the Chen family have that she doesn't know yet? He lost so much money last time, so he must have run out of money, so he came here to collect debts from himself every day. The bracelet he bought was worth at least 1,600 if not 2,000, right? And the total amount of money I gave him recently was almost this amount. He's crazy. He wants to spend all his money on Fang Wen? What the hell? These are all your own money, right? Taoran, Chen Jun, it's really too expensive. Can you tell me how much it costs? Chen Jun smiled, let's not talk about money. Just accept it. This is the first time I give you a gift. Chen Jun was quite proud. His move instantly made it look like the real boyfriend's necklace was nothing more than mediocre. He's not stupid. He was willing to spend nearly 2,000 yuan to buy the bracelet, which was naturally a calculated decision. If Fang Wen accepted such an expensive gift, it meant that she recognized him in her heart. In the future, when they get together, the fertilizer and water will still be in their fields, and he will not lose anything. If Fang Wen doesn't accept it, it doesn't matter. Anyway, his dignity has been saved, his generosity and sincerity have been expressed, and the future is long. As for the bracelet, I can just return it tomorrow. He just lost the fair. Even if he takes a step back, if he can't catch up with Fang Wen, he will definitely break up with her in the future. Today, in full view of everyone, can Fang Wen accept the heavy gift he gave her? Just ask him to come back later. So no matter what, he will not let himself suffer. If it's more expensive, it's more expensive. At this moment, Chu Le was very dissatisfied with Fang Wen's performance. Couldn't she see Chen Jun's intention? Why doesn't she refuse? Why do you still look so moved? As for Chu Le was annoyed, grabbed the wine cup in front of him and swallowed a mouthful of white wine. Yuan Lily, who was sitting next to her, whispered, "Now do you know who your precious girlfriend is?" "Ha," Chu Le sneered. "No matter how bad she is, she's still better than you. No matter how bad she is, it's not your turn to arrange it." Over there, Chen Junzhen motioned to Taoran to try the bracelet. Taoran shook his head and pushed the two gift boxes back together. "Both of your gifts are too expensive. I don't lack these things, and I don't think these things are of any use to me. So, thank you." Especially when the floods in this province are raging, I really don't want to accept them. I appreciate your kindness. You can return the necklaces and bracelets. If you want to give me a gift, why not give me some love? Why not help more people in need? How about we, like Subai, do our best and show our sincerity? Taoran took his bag and said, "It's my birthday today, so I'll bring more. I hope the country is safe and the people are safe." She opened her wallet and took out all the money in it, a total of 1,000 yuan. "Isn't it too late to show your love now?" Subai nodded repeatedly. "We still have a group raising funds. It's right at the school gate. They will set off to the disaster area at 8 o'clock tonight." Subai took Taoran's cell phone and called quickly, telling the fundraising volunteers to come to the hotel quickly. "Then let's hurry up." Yu immediately took out his pocket and finally took out 300 yuan. "Xiaoan, I tried my best." Subai, on behalf of the folks in the disaster area, I thank you. Yu, who else wants to donate? Hurry up. It's getting late. As a result, 3 pairs of eyes stared at the 3 people opposite. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. The heroine who wears fast is really a boss. Author, Ruo Shui 1111. Chapter 359. Donate. Inexplicable. Those 3 people obviously didn't want any of them. Especially Yuan Lily. Why? She is the one who needs help. Subai, you know it's difficult for me. Every penny is love, every penny is affection, and every penny is affection. Subai smiled sweetly, but today is Fang Wen's birthday, and you didn't buy a gift, so why not turn your blessings into actions and express your gratitude? Yu, that's right. You're here to eat? You can't be empty-handed, right? Yuan Lily grinned at her teeth and had to dig it out in her pocket. Taoran suddenly stood up and walked towards Yuan Lily. Her movement caused several people to raise their necks and stare at Yuan Lily's pocket. Yuan Lily's hand shook several times, and then in a hurry, she took out 20 yuan. Yu scoffed at her. I saw several red bills in your pocket. At least donate one, right? Of course she didn't see it, but when she just went to the toilet, she had secretly listened to the conversation between Yuan Lily and Chu Li recorded in Fang Wen's tape recorder, and knew that Chu Li had given her 500. She was so disgusted with Yuan Lily that she deliberately cooperated with Taoran. No matter what, I have to dig out as much money as possible for my compatriots in the disaster area. Yuan Lily was stunned for a moment and quickly refused. The donation is voluntary. I am no better than you, I can only donate 20. Chen Jun, what about you? Her mind was spinning fast, and she was trying to win over Chen Jun as an ally while changing the target. Chen Jun's money must have been spent on gifts, and he definitely couldn't get the money out. At this time, he naturally had to be with himself. Donate as much as you like, why are you asking me? Chen Jun was already in a bad mood. His plan to send a gift fell through. What kind of donation does he hate the most, and what does it have to do with him? If the necklace is given away, at least it will make waves if thrown into the water. What about this donation? What's in it for him? However, at this time, he absolutely had to donate. He can't be embarrassed. Especially in front of Fang Wen and Chu Li. He sneered at Yuan Lily, it's like you donate as much as I donate. How about it? Donate with me. You. How about this, how much you donate, and I will give you 3 times as much. Yuan Lily gritted her teeth. This pervert has obviously lost his mind because of Fang Wen. The 2 people here didn't finish speaking, but Chu Li stood up. Since Xiaoan said that we must try our best, then naturally my boyfriend cannot hold back. Chu Le just wanted to distance himself from the country bumpkin who wore dozens of t-shirts. Xiaoan donated 1,000. I'm a man, so I can't do less. He glanced at Chen Jun. If you have the ability, you can also donate 1,000. Chen Jun was so angry that his lips trembled, calling who is not a man? Today, I must not let others look down upon me, I must regain my position. Surely. He probably doesn't know that he still has the handle. Chu Le raised his chin. I will donate 2,000. Subai, thank you. If you donate 2,000, you will be among the top 3 in this fundraising. There will be certificates and gifts. The donation box will be here soon. Are you ready? It has to be tomorrow. I don't have that much cash on me. Subai, is that so? Fang Wen told her that the love money must be struck while the iron is hot, and it should be implemented before the dinner starts tonight. Subai has already tasted it, right? This is a rare scene tonight. Chu Le and Chen Jun's love rivals meet, how can they not fight? If they don't seize the opportunity to make money, who will be so impulsive when they wake up tomorrow? Speaking of which, the credit must go to Fang Wen. Subai. Our charity supplies will be delivered tonight. If you want to donate tomorrow, you can only go to the Red Cross in the city. We are raising donations on behalf of the school. If you can you donate today? Only in this way will it be counted in the school in the total. Chu Le was depressed. Then he still has to run to the corner ATM to get money? Why is it so troublesome? Isn't it a birthday? Why did it become a donation meeting? Tao Ran was afraid that he would regret it, so he quickly added, Chu Le, this is actually a good opportunity for you. Previously, your reputation in the school took a turn for the worse because of your affair with that person. You might as well seize this time, you can restore your reputation, maybe you can return to the student union and clubs and make everyone look at you with admiration. Otherwise, you will graduate in 1 year, which may affect your application. Tao Ran's words hit Chu Le immediately. Why didn't he think of that? No. This is a good opportunity. The rumors about him before were all based on rumors, but his donation is real. When the time comes, he will appear in the school newspaper, receive a commendation, and have Fang Wen come back to him. He will be able to make up for the reputation he lost a while ago. Just then, the volunteers Subai called arrived and thanked them for their generosity. When he saw the volunteer holding a camera in his hand, Chu Le became even more determined. Excuse me, in this fundraising, how much money has been donated the most? 2006. The first place in fundraising can be reported to the school, and the principal will personally award the honor. There may be dual honors from the city and the aid area, and it is more likely to receive an award from the mayor. Well, it's possible, it's all possible. In order to mobilize everyone to donate enthusiastically, they have always said this. I'm willing to pay 3,000. Chu Le decided to take first place. Donations will end soon, so he will be number 1. He wants to reshape his image. I'm going to get the money right now. He stood up, took 2 steps and looked back at Chen Jun. By the way, what about you? I'll donate directly. Yuan Lily scorned, it sounds like you have a lot. Now that the mall is closed, your bracelet should not be returned. I can't wait for you tomorrow. Chen Jun was annoyed, why are you always staring at me? I ask you, how much do you donate? I said, I can donate 3 times as much as you, no, 5 times as much as you. I donate 1,000, you donate 2, how about 100? Tisk. Okay, if you donate 1,000, I will donate right away. 200, Yuan Lily annoyed Chen Jun to death. Crazy. Didn't he count how many cents he had? No sooner said than done. With a sly smile on his face, Chen Jun took out his wallet from his pocket and counted 10 cards. I'm sorry Xiaoan, I don't have much in my bag. You said I would try my best, and I did it. This is my best effort. He opened his wallet and found less than 100 yuan left in it. Tao Ran raised his eyebrows. Although she expected that Chen Jun would not lose face, she did not expect that Chen Jun would have so much money and be so enterprising. Thank you, Chen Jun. This is the best birthday gift I have ever received. Chu Li, so are you. Thank you, Tao Ran thanked the two of them sincerely. Well, sincerely. Although she paid 1,000, but even if it was just a piece of cake, it was a good deal to catch several thousand in one go. Even if she just saw these people pretending to be calm even though they were clearly heartbroken, she was very happy. Chen Jun put the money into the donation box, and then all the eyes of everyone in the room moved to Yuan Lily. Facing a room full of people, Yuan Lily could only contribute 200 heartily in exchange for a love badge that was worthless to her. She kept her eyes on the wealthy Chen Jun, and had a bad feeling in her heart. The heroine who wears fast is really a boss. Author, Ruo Shui 1111. Chapter 360. Tao Ran was in a happy mood. She doesn't want any birthday gifts. Fang Wen is not short of jewelry, and she doesn't like the things sent by rubbish. In addition, Tao Ran has a big plan. She uses money to plot against these people. Sooner or later, these people will fight over money. Therefore, she must not have large-scale financial transactions with these people. But that doesn't mean she can't think of other ways to cash in on the jewelry, right? For example, make a donation. The payee is not her, and whatever happens in the future has nothing to do with her. And these people have no way of getting their money back. To them, it's a loss of blood. After all, it is real money. How nice it would be to use it to help more people in need. Chu Li, Su Bai, and others left to get money. Yuan Lily's heartache only existed for 3 seconds before being replaced by anxiety. She kept a close eye on Chen Jun because she had a guess that could explain why Chen Jun could still come up with 1,000 yuan after spending nearly 2,000 yuan on gifts. She couldn't help but signal Chen Jun to go out and talk again. However, Chen Jun once again refused to step on her at all. Fortunately, Dai Yu called Tao Ran out. Tao Ran secretly glanced at the two of them, and then secretly stuck the recorder with double-sided tape on the bottom of the round table before leaving. In the private room, only Chen Jun and Yuan Lily were left. Let me ask you, where did you get so much money? Yuan Lily only cared about this question. Did you sell my platinum bracelet? Apart from this, she could not think of any other reason. Chen Jun curled his lips. When he bought a gift for Fang Wen, he did find that he didn't have enough money, and he did use that platinum bracelet to make some money. Is it true? Really sold? Seeing that Chen Jun did not refute, Yuan Lily collapsed. Are you talking nonsense? Didn't you promise me that you would take good care of the bracelet? Why are you excited? If you don't sell it, you just pawned it, Chen Jun disagreed. After you pay me back the money, I will redeem it. Don't worry, I will keep the pawn ticket well. It won't be lost. If you are anxious to get the bracelet back, return the money to me as soon as possible. You lunatic, Yuan Lily got angry and became angry. She took the teacup and threw it at Chen Jun. What on earth are you doing? Do you think you are the same as Chu Li? Are you spending a lot of money? Are you ridiculous? Is that money yours? Chen Jun responded well and avoided most of the tea, but a few drops still landed on his face. Burning with anger, he stood up, stepped forward and grabbed Yuan Lily's ponytail, and then poured the entire pot of tea on her. Yuan Lily couldn't escape and was immediately soaked in the rain. Chen Jun, that money is not mine, is it yours? It's not right. It's all Chuli's money, isn't it? I use his money happily and freely. What's wrong? What's bothering you? Why are you so distressed? Can you just continue to lie to him? Chen Jun sighed again before pushing Yuan Lily away. However, now that I know about your relationship with Chu Li, do you think I should replace you and go directly to talk to Chu Li? That Chu Li looks rich at first glance, so he can speak his mind like a lion, right? By then Chu Li will not only have to pay him hush money, but also beg him to show mercy. It was precisely because he thought of this just now that he didn't hesitate at all when he spent a lot of money. 1,000 yuan? That's quite a lot. But don't feel bad, because you will be back soon. Anyway, it's all Chu Li's money. Yuan Lily was going to the bathroom to fix her hair, but when she heard this, she almost knelt down. Don't act recklessly. If you are impulsive, you will ruin my good deeds and alert others. And if you have no evidence, Chu Li will not believe you. Chu Li is not a fool, on the contrary, he is very smart. You must not act recklessly. I beg you. You. Chen Jun squinted his eyes and took a breath. Yes. I have no evidence. If you want to get a large amount of hush money, you have to grab something, right? However, since Yuan Lily is so nervous, did you prepare something to plot against that guy? Are you so nervous because you're afraid that I'll ruin your good deeds? Yuan Lily took a deep breath and forced herself to calm down. If you have so much time, why not think about how to please Fang Wen? Let me tell you, Fang Wen and Chu Li have already discussed marriage. Tomorrow Fang Wen will go to Chu Li's grandfather's house, and it is very likely that they will get engaged. It's time. You don't have much time. Real. It's absolutely true. If you don't believe it, you can confirm it yourself. Chen Jun was unhappy, and Yuan Lily unfortunately became his outlet. Did you just ask me to stop doing this? Then, since you are begging, do you have to take practical actions? You. Once again, Yuan Lily had no choice but to take out the money. After another 200 yuan was taken away by Chen Jun, she had just blackmailed it from Chu Li, and only 100 yuan was left of the 500 yuan that had not yet warmed up. Depressed, Yuan Lily went to the bathroom to redress. Chen Jun thought about it and walked out of the private room, and then found Fang Wen on the first floor who was choosing a drink. Can I say a few words? He asked. Certainly. The two went to the booth on the first floor to talk. Fang Wen, how do you like, what do you think of me? Can I have a chance? Chen Jun, you are very nice, but I have a boyfriend. Chao Ran did not answer directly, but took having a boyfriend as the main answer to his question. As expected, Chen Jun's confidence greatly increased and his illusion reappeared. Then, if it weren't for Chuli, would you accept my, like? This, maybe Chao Ran naturally wouldn't give Chen Jun a blow to dispel Chen Jun's hope. Chen Jun's lowered head suddenly raised. Fang Wen recognized him. He looked over with a fiery look on his face. Fang Wen's avoiding eyes and her hands were nowhere to be found. What if it wasn't love? Good. Very good. He was just waiting for the statement. With such a statement, he would have to cause trouble for those two people. Not to mention that he still holds a lot of leverage. I just heard from you and Lily that you and Chu Li are about to get engaged. Yes. If nothing else happens, we will get married next year. Chen Jun's heart skipped a beat. It's true. How does this work? He originally thought about asking for hush money by mastering Chu Li's secret, but now it seems that if he still wants Fang Wen, he can't delay this matter. He heard that Fang Wen was still a young girl, but you and Lily said that they might be engaged soon. If they kept waiting like this, wouldn't the person who married him in the future be a broken shoe? He couldn't wait any longer. So he wants to reveal Chu Li's secret. Then do you know him? He treats me well. Are you sure you know him? What do you mean in this? He doesn't deserve you. What? He did something sorry for you. Tao Ran began her lively performance. I was so surprised that I couldn't believe it. After a series of silent thoughts, I forced myself to shake my head. He. Shut up, Chen Jun was about to talk about what he saw, but Tao Ran stopped him. Although there were some outrageous rumors about him a while ago, I don't believe it. Because there is no evidence. Chen Jun, I treat you as a friend. Do you have evidence? If not, don't say such nonsense in the future, okay? Otherwise, we don't even have to be friends. Understood? Youth. Wait until you get the evidence before you speak.